You walk into the room and close the door behind you. You turn on the lights. You feel calm. You feel cool. Your hands are chilly. Hands are cold. Hands are warm. Now they're cold, warm, cold, warm. You probably need to turn the heat up. But you're not going to. You have a review to do. You sit down in the chair. You reveal to the camera that this isn't narration, but it's just you talking. Hello there, CriterioNate here. Number 428, Alan Barron's Blast of Silence. 1961, 77 minutes, black and white. Good one. This was a good movie. We're having a string of them right now, or a couple of strings. Ice Storm was cool. And Death of a Cyclist was amazing. Blast of Silence is really cool too. I think it's a fantastic movie, and this one's going in the collection. Not much to say about it. It's pretty short. That's if there's anything to complain about, it's really short. Now, it was also a very independent film, so that kind of makes sense. I think at one point, Barron mentions that it cost only $20,000, $30,000 to make or something like that. So it's a very, very low budget film. So low budget that Barron plays the lead character. Apparently, according to the making of, he had asked Peter Falk to play the main character of Frankie Bono. However, I guess he had been offered more money to star in Murder Incorporated, which was, I guess, Falk's first big film. And so, rather than try and hire somebody else, Barron just said, I'll do it myself. So he's directed, wrote it, and starred it himself. So it's very DIY, and it's sad that not as many people, not a lot of people know about this movie. Knew too much about this movie outside. Now with Criterion when Criterion put it out, hopefully it raised people's awareness, because it's a fantastic movie. It's a great little film noir movie. Basically, the basic plot is about this hitman, Frankie Bono, who's from Cleveland, and he goes to New York City to take out a hit. And he meets with the guy, and he's talks to him, and he meets with this other guy who gives him a gun and tries to give him a gun, but however, he ends up getting distracted by an old friend who I guess they used to be in an orphanage together, and he ends up falling for his sister. And so they kind of have a thing, and he kind of gets distracted. He loses his cool and just kind of becomes this. He kind of starts fumbling a bit, and not to spoil the ending, but it doesn't end well. It's one of these movies you can kind of tell that the lead character doesn't get his way. Let's leave it at that. It's again, I don't have much else to say. It's really. The narration is a trip. The narration, I really like the narration. I thought you hear the guy narrating, basically to Frankie. You get off the train, you do this, and I love that kind of second person feeling. And so that really kind of sucked me into the film noir aspect of it. So yeah, I think it's just a great movie. I highly recommend it if you're looking for something different in the film noir genre. I would highly go with Blast of Silence. It's definitely worth a couple of watches. I'm gonna watch it for the rest of my life because I definitely like this one, and gonna pick it up at the next sale. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Really, it's good. It's good. Blast of Silence gets an A from me. Highly recommend it. Supplements. There's a 60-minute documentary called Requiem for a Killer, the making of Blast of Silence, which is actually a hybrid documentary. It's a composite of a new interview with Barron that they did in 2006, as well as an old 1990 documentary produced by German television, which featured Barron doing a sightseeing tour of all these scenes that they shot when they shot in New York City, just talking about his memories of working and all that.
And yeah, so there's that, and then they kind of just, and Criterion, I guess, or the producers, it wasn't Criterion who produced it. They they like sandwiched the original documentary with the new interview. And yeah, and then there's some Polaroids of the shots of Baron. I guess they went around town in New York again when Criterion did the interview or something. I don't know. It was kind of hard to tell. And yeah, some Polaroids of the film when they were filming it, and the trailer, and that's basically it. So, Blast of Silence is a great movie, a great film noir, great crime drama. Just it definitely it's an interesting little observation on the life of a hitman. Highly recommended. Gets an A from me. So we got a review done, and my family's here. My brother and my sister-in-law are here, and that's why I'm not able to move around too much because I've got a bed in here. But you know they're here, so we're so I think I am hoping. So I had some time. They're at a convention right now, so I had some time to do a review for you guys. I'm hoping tomorrow they're going to visit. They're going to visit my sister-in-law's family, and they're probably going to be gone most of the day. So I'm hoping I can get The Lovers done, and maybe even not Blast of Silence, The Fire Within. Maybe I can do both of these, although they look pretty long. I mean, they're both a disc apiece, but maybe I can spread them out. Although maybe also I could do The Lovers tomorrow and The Fire Within on Monday. I don't know what our schedules are going to be. They're definitely doing Chunking Express either tomorrow or Monday or maybe even Tuesday. They go back Tuesday. But again, I'm not sure if they're going to upload it or not. When we're going to upload it. So you may see them out of order, or you may notice a bit of a time change as and when we do the movie. So when you see the review. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't be a hitman, I guess. And don't fall in love with people when you're in the middle of making a hit. And that's all I got. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow for either The Lovers and possibly The Fire Within or Chunking Express. Anyway, until then, goodbye.